Good morning, guys! Another day, another vlog. It's been a lazy day. We spent the morning napping and watching movies, but we do have friends coming over for dinner. So I need to go to the store and get something. I think I'm gonna make like chicken parmesan, but with Alfredo sauce, not the red sauce. And the baby's awake, so let's get him. Is that my sugar booger? Hello. What can I get for you? Hi, can I get a 4 for $4 with a bacon cheeseburger with no mayonnaise and no lettuce? Yeah, no mayonnaise and no lettuce. It's gonna be $17. Thank you. So I just sent my sister in because we're at Wendy's and they ruined her sandwich. She asked for no lettuce and no mayo. Simeon, are you for real? Anyway, sorry about that. So I asked her, do you want them to fix it? She said yes. I'm like, okay, we'll go in there and tell them that, hey, you made my sandwich wrong. My mom had anxiety, I have anxiety, my sister has anxiety. It like really runs in the family. It took me forever to be comfortable with ordering my own food. I didn't start ordering my own food till I was like, I want to say 15 years old. I couldn't call and order a pizza. I couldn't like ask for an application. I mean, luckily now everything's online, but you know, back in my day, old here. Now that I have my sister, I want her to learn and I want her to, you know, have the tools that she needs because she does have anxiety to still succeed in life, because I didn't have those for a super long time. Here she is. Let's ask how it went. How'd it go?
Made it seem like it was my fault.
Well, that's what we'll do. About how was it? Asking them to fix your sandwich.
They're like, is there something wrong with it? I'm like, yeah, I ordered no lettuce or mayo. And then I waited and then I went to the other counter and she's like, so no lettuce, just mayo? I'm like, girl.
You dropped it. You're picking out some chips or what? You don't want any chips. So when you run out of the chips you have at the house, you're gonna be chipless.
I can't get my Cheetos.
Well, I ain't going to the store at midnight o'clock to get you no chips. Ones that don't stain?
These ones are baked.
It doesn't matter if they're baked, they stain. They're literally red. Get the white ones. What are you doing? Why do you keep putting it on your forehead? What are you doing? Okay, so this is what we picked up from the store. I got some chicken breasts because I'm going to make breaded chicken with like Alfredo sauce. I got some freshly grated Parmesan to make the sauce, as well as this heavy whipping cream. Got some asparagus to go with dinner. So I'm gonna put some fresh oregano on top and some sun-dried tomatoes. This is the pasta that I'm gonna use for dinner. Got some onions because we were out and I want to chop it up to put it in the sauce. This is dessert because I am not a good baker, so Marie is going to help me out. Then I got some strawberries for Simeon because he loves those. I'm just out of onion powder. These are the biscuits we're going to have with dinner. These are so bomb. You guys should definitely try this if you haven't already. We're out of perturters. I got some juice to drink. I got breadcrumbs to bread the chicken with. And then these are me and David's favorite chips. They're like pretty spicy and they're jalapeno. And then Deja got these for herself and these. And what was the other thing? Oh yes, we got some toothpaste for Simeon because now that he has so many teeth, I feel like it's time to start brushing. So that is what we got from the grocery store. Okay guys, I am going to try and talk through what I'm doing here so you can kind of get a feel for the recipe. I'm not like a 1 cup of this and that type of person. I'm more of a cut some of an onion and put some of an onion in there. And I gotta be honest, I was stressing at this time because we were having dinner guests over that we had actually met at the grocery store. But I had a million things going on at one time. But I decided to prep all the ingredients beforehand so it'd be easier for me. So I did chop up like 1/4 of an onion, and now I am getting some fresh oregano. And I had never really actually had fresh oregano, but it smelled so amazing. I know, I need to be a little more fancy of a cook and get fresh herbs and stuff. Now I am breaking apart the asparagus, and I've mentioned this in a video before, but I had no idea that if you break it where it naturally would break, that it's not bitter and it's delicious. But then the baby was over it, and so he needed a nap. So I quit prepping for a second, took him to his room, gave him a bottle to sleep. Oh, we're back to prepping. All right, so this is how I make asparagus. I drizzle it with some olive oil, salt and pepper, and garlic powder. And that is it. The simpler, the better, because asparagus tastes so good on its own. And then you just want to make sure that you cook it for that perfect amount of time, which I have found to be like 10-ish minutes on like 350. So now I'm going to cut the chicken in half because I noticed that when I would make this meal before and I had the whole chicken breast, it was just kind of a lot and it would take forever to cook through. I would have to fry it and bake it. And I still had to do that this time because these chicken breasts were so big, but cutting them in half definitely does help. So you want to cut them in half, put them in flour, eggs, and then breadcrumbs, and then fry them on the cooktop. So now I'm just making that Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuit mix here, and I'm going to scoop it onto my pan. So I was cooking asparagus and the rolls in the oven at the same time, and then I was frying the chicken, and I was also making the Alfredo sauce and boiling the noodles. It was a lot. It definitely was a lot of components, so you can see why I was stressed out. So I had my little bit of onion, some garlic, then I added a bunch of butter, some flour to make a roux. Then I added heavy whipping cream and a bunch of different seasonings. Really just salt, pepper, garlic powder, Vegeta, stuff like that. And then I added a bunch of Parmesan cheese, and that's the sauce. And that was me frying the chicken. And I didn't show our guests because I didn't feel comfortable asking them if I could film them. But this was dinner. That's Deja's eyeball. But it was super duper good, and it was a huge hit. And so that is what I made for our guests. Okay, guys, I do have to be honest. Although the weekend was great for me because I got tons of relaxing done, I feel like it was kind of a boring vlog. But hey, I mean, I still like watching people's vlogs, even if it's just relaxing, because just watching what people do is interesting to me. So I do hope that you enjoyed it. But I do have to give a shout out to David. He was just absolutely so awesome today. He had me sleep in. He had me take a nap later on in the day. He did the dishes, which were absolutely disgusting, from when we had our dinner guests over. And then he had me not cook dinner tonight. So we just had leftovers. And so I really got to relax today, and I am feeling rejuvenated, re-energized. I'm feeling good. So shout out to him for being the best husband ever. But we did spend some time cleaning. Then my stepmom came over and played with the baby. And then we actually got to meet Deja's boyfriend and feel him out a bit and see what he was all about. So that was kind of fun. Kind of playing good cop, bad cop there. But that was kind of what we did on this day.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
So I ended my night by making a menu for the week and writing down a shopping list. I never usually do this, but I find that I spend a lot less money when I have it all planned out. And of course, as we're watching a show that we have recently started, David fell asleep on me. He always does that, but I'm just used to it now. And then once he went to bed, I actually did my devotional, because I normally do this every single morning, but I find on the weekends I'm just so go, and I'm not on my normal stay-at-home mom schedule, and so I don't usually get it done in the mornings on the weekends, so I did it at night this time. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I will see you in my next video.